Hi everyone, it's Miss Denise from Marin Public Library and welcome to Cuisine for Kiddos. Today we're going to be sharing a recipe from the book Cook Me a Story, which is a treasury of stories and recipes inspired by classic fairy tales. This is written by Bryan Kozlowski, illustrated by Laura Wood, and it's from Quarto Publishing. So the recipe we're going to be sharing today is 3 Little Pigs in a Bundle. And I bet you can guess which fairy tale that's from. Of course, the 3 Little Pigs. Well, let me show you what we're going to need for this recipe. Of course, 3 sausages, pre-cooked. And I chose to use 3 brats. You could use Italian sausage or breakfast sausages or whatever kind of sausage you like as long as it's pre-cooked. 3 cups of the frozen shredded hash brown potatoes. A handful of chives from my garden, or the recipe actually called for a scallion cut up, but this is what I had on hand, so this is what I'm using. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 of a red bell pepper cut up, and 1 egg scrambled. You will need a cookie sheet, and I put parchment paper on mine because it makes for an easier cleanup and then there's no sticking. And this is a recipe that does need the oven. We will be using the 400-degree oven for 30 minutes to bake this recipe when it's all done. Okay, so we're ready to get started. My hands are washed, my counter's been wiped down, and let's get started. I'll be reading from the book as we go. Once upon a time, on a warm summer's day, 3 little pigs trotted into an empty field and decided to build themselves 3 little houses. So here are my 3 little pigs. The first pig, being very lazy, went over to a nearby haystack and said, "I will use this straw to make myself my nest, and then I'll have more time to rest." The second little pig, being very silly, pulled up a sprig of grass in the field and said, "A house of grass is built quicker than hay, and then I will have more time to play." But the third little pig, being very smart, bought some red bricks and some yellow glue. Here comes the egg. And he thought about, straw is weak, grass is quick, but I'll be safe in my house of brick. Well, the smart pig was right. A hungry wolf was waiting with some salt to eat the little pig's first breakfast. And with one enormous breath, he huffed and he puffed and he smashed down the 2 flimsy houses of straw and grass. those little pigs weren't very smart, were they? Well, squealing in fright, the lazy pig and the silly pig picked up what was left of their little homes and ran inside their brother's sturdy house of brick. The wolf thought he could just as easily blow down the smart pig's house, but the bricks and the glue that held it together were getting harder and stronger in the hot summer sun. For this next part, I'm going to have to use my hands to smush it down, but my hands are washed. Each little pig has his own house. Kind of mound it up and press down on it a little bit. Make sure the little pigs are covered and safe inside their little houses. Okay. And these will now go into a 400-degree oven for 30 minutes to bake, or as it said in the story, they'll be baking in the hot sun and the bricks and the glue will be getting stronger. And so, with all his might, the wolf huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, but the bricks wouldn't budge. The three little pigs stayed safe and toasty inside their little homes, all huffed out without a puff of air left in him. The wolf gave up and waddled off without one pig for his breakfast. But maybe you can make something for him. And after 30 minutes in a 400-degree oven, this is what your little pig in a bundle will look like. I hope you like this recipe. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.